Welcome back, everybody. We're going to go all the way to 8 o'clock here on Local 4 Plus. More than 24,000 people visit the Troy Historical Village every single year.
And it's programs about the Civil War, Indigenous voices, and it literally is immersive. It transports the students that come there back in time. However, this learning experience could lose federal funding that could impact these programs and services continuing. Right.
Priya Mann is in Troy, and Priya, these cuts have been proposed by the Trump administration.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Nick and Rhonda. And we wanted to break down how that money travels from Washington to a museum like this in Troy. So you have the National Endowment for Humanities that's funded by the federal government. That money is divvied up to the states, and then local museums like this one can apply for grants. But if there's a freeze on federal funding, nonprofits like this are worried they may not be able to bridge the gap.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The Civil War program at the Troy Historical Village is in full swing.
Circle right.
But with possible federal funding cuts on the horizon, the future of programming here is uncertain.
It's death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? You cut this and you cut this and you cut this, and suddenly, again, we have to shrink so far that we're not able to do the things that we think are important to this community.
The village has an annual operating budget of $600,000, the bulk of which comes from grants, a funding source the Trump administration wants to cut.
Listen, I get it from a taxpayer standpoint. I understand the goal to make things more efficient and to take a pause on some things that may look like overspending. But when you have executive orders that freeze funding or cancel grants altogether, that makes it really difficult for these, nonprofits who play such an important role in our society to fight for those funds.
There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of stress right now, so we're all going after dollars, and now we're going after a smaller pool of dollars.
Situated on 5 acres and with 11 buildings, the Troy Historical Village opened in 1968. More than 12,000 students from 5 counties visit every year.
There's all the good stuff that happens out of this village. Is not just about learning our history. It's about building community. It's about giving people a sense of place and a sense of purpose. And if we don't have the grant dollars we need to continue to operate like that, all of that is at risk.
About $100 grand is at stake. Without the support, school trips could become out of reach.
Schools that have strong PTOs, schools that have strong tax bases, they'll still be able to afford it. They'll see the value in it. But schools that don't will have a harder time.
And those schools could also see the value.
Oh, and we need them. Yes,
not be
yes.
able to afford it.
Right.
While funding has been secured for the next year or two, it's only a short-term fix. If federal dollars are cut, the Troy Historical Village could one day become a thing of the past.
We're a piece of this community. I worry about the hole that it might leave. You might not notice it right away, but you start to realize that there are fewer things you can do. There are fewer places you can go, and that's my concern.
And several lawsuits have been filed against the Trump administration and DOJ. Those lawsuits are making their way through the courts. In the meantime, if you want to support the Troy Historical Village, we've got that information up on clickondetroit.com. Reporting live this morning in Troy, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.